Hey guys, thought I'd do a video today and switch things up a little bit and do a video about the maintenance in my planted 65 gallon. I clean this tank once a week, usually on a Saturday or Sunday, and I use this bad boy right here, which is the Python, I think is the brand, and it's the best thing ever. I can't believe I ever cleaned large tanks without it. It's incredible. You just hook it right up to the sink. I'm sure you guys know how it works. I used to just perform maintenance on this tank and on my old 40 gallon with a regular siphon and buckets, which, as you can imagine, is messy and hurts your back, and it's just a really big pain considering I do 50% water changes every week in this tank, so that's like 30 gallons of water, a little bit more than that, which is tough to lug around. So yeah, I'm obviously halfway through it right now. I just grab a sponge and I wipe off the glass, which hasn't been as necessary lately because the snails are keeping the glass really clean. Then I empty out 40 to 50 to 60% of the water, all depending on what's been going on. If I've recently moved anything around or added new plants to the tank, I'll do a 60%, just to get more debris and any kind of silt or anything, decaying plant matter that I've stirred up into the water, just so the water quality doesn't get compromised. But if things have pretty been, if it's just an easy clean, I'll do about 40%, but 50 is the norm. I also, I don't know if this is accurate or not, but I'm of the belief that if you're dosing fertilizer every day, all week long, that it's hugely beneficial to do a big water change, like a 50% water change, to kind of, I feel like it's kind of like pressing reset, and you remove any excess that's built up over the week, and you can kind of start fresh dosing from Monday to Saturday if you're cleaning that on a Sunday. So I empty about 50% and just make sure I get any debris that's been building up around the base of the plants. Like the crypts really carry a lot of debris, and I'll just kind of stir it up and make sure I can get as much as I can. And I also clean the filter every week. This Eheim filter suggests that you don't have to clean it. It says that you can clean it every 3 months, which in my opinion is just asking for trouble. I clean it every week, so I just take it apart. I rinse the I don't know what they're called, the little balls that are in it for the beneficial bacteria. I rinse those off, rinse the sponges, replace them if they need it. I clean the impeller, and I make sure that the O-ring is in good working order and everything like that. So I just feel like it's just a good idea to take really good care of your filters if you don't want a potential disaster. And I feel like it also, filters like this, these big canister filters, can hold a lot of sludge in the bottom of them that can deteriorate your water quality as well. So I think it's important to clean them. And there may be the odd time I miss a week, but I usually clean it every week. And I'll show you what I dose on a water change day. So I buy the big jugs of Excel because I use so much of it. My regular dosing routine has changed, so I'll tell you what I do. I give 1 capful of the Excel every day, and that's a big capful, obviously. It's probably worth 3 capfuls of these smaller 500 ml jugs. So I do 1 capful of that, 1 capful of potassium. The iron I do once a week, and the trace I do maybe twice a month or once a month. It's really not necessary to do it more frequently with trace, in my opinion. And on a water change day, it's different because I've taken out so much of the water. I put in 3 caps of Excel, 2 caps of potassium, 2 caps of iron, and again, maybe trace depending on where I am in the month with dosing with it. So that's what I do. I think some people might think that that's going overboard with the Excel, and I wouldn't recommend that. If you're new to using it in your tank, I wouldn't recommend that you do that. If you read the bottle, it suggests, I dose in my tank, which is a 65, I dose as much as it recommends for a 100-gallon tank. But underneath that, it mentions that dosing can be steadily increased over time in higher growth aquariums. So basically, I've just slowly increased how much I put into the tank over time. And I think that's where I get a lot of my success, I think, as running a medium tech tank, which is what I call this, because it's got the T5 lights and I do fertilize, so I refer to it as medium tech. It's not quite low. But yeah, that's what I do on a water change weekend, and I love doing it. It's a pleasure, not a chore. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and comment and subscribe and like the video if you found it helpful.